Hey guys, make sure to stay until the end. If you make one common mistake, you may end up spending thousands of dollars on tools, parts and diagnostics that you may actually not even need. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a BMW X3, X4, that generation here from year 2010 to year 2018. If you have a problem where the heater guys does not work, stay with us, we'll explain what can easily cause that. It could be super simple fix that most people never even think about that. And if it's something not fixed all the time, you can practically destroy your engine. We'll explain why. Make sure to stay until the end. We'll also explain where you can buy cheap parts and tools, that way guys you do not waste money and time. All that will be covered absolutely free for your convenience. Please make sure to stay until the end. So before we start guys, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix engines, transmissions, engine codes, fuses, bodywork, a little bit of everything. Why we guys do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos for you. And guys, if you need to buy any parts, tools at a good price, quick shipping, that way do not waste money and time, we're going to put links in the description of the video below for your convenience. Check it out, that way do not waste your money guys. Also, we will have more than 14,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels. Check them out guys. We'll have videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs as well. So let's start on it now. So guys, this BMW has many hidden fuse boxes that most people do not know that they even exist. You have up to 5 or 6 different fuse boxes, and for many of you, okay, some of those are special fuse boxes, kind of like this one here. If you don't know about them guys, we'll recommend to check out the video on our YouTube channel about fuse box location on BMW X3, X4. Check it out, it can save you thousands of dollars in repairs. So guys, if the heater doesn't work guys, okay, kind of like blows cold air, you wonder what causes that, we'll demonstrate on that BMW. Multiple things can cause that, we'll talk about it. Please make sure to stay until the end. First thing you want to check is your climate control fuses, because you have multiple up to 7 fuses that you need to check in 2 different fuse boxes. And guys, where they're located, you need to go ahead and open the passenger door, open the glove box. If you remove everything out of the glove box, in the very back on the right you have that cover, press that tab, pull that cover out, behind it you have a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we guys continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So let us tell you guys why it's super important to test fuses and relays. Fuses guys sometimes are really hard to know if they're burnt or not. For instance, I'm going to pull one fuse here, okay, and sometimes you cannot clearly see if they're good, they're bad. And let's say you think you have a good fuse, you put it back in and you end up having problems again, and you spend time, money, you buy parts, diagnostics, you pay for services that you don't need guys, you practically wasted your money. So all you have to do check your fuses, that way you don't waste money guys. So always test your fuses, even if you think it's good, always test it. It even happened to us guys, okay, and we work on cars all the time. Another thing, always test your relays. They're a little bit harder to test, but if you want to see guys how to test fuse relays, we will put a link in the description of the video below. But we've seen so many customers that think that they have a good fuse, they put it back in, they waste their money on parts and diagnostic that they practically guys do not need. So check out the link in the description of the video below how to test the fuse and how to test the relay as well. So guys, what do we need to check? Multiple fuses here. Let's zoom in here to the top section, and you need to check that's missing, but you still count the spot. 1, 2, 3. Fuse number 3 will need to be checked guys. After that you need to check fuse number 8. It's this fuse right here. You need to check fuse number 11, that fuse right there. Also guys, you will need to check fuse number 50 right there. You need to guys check fuse number 44, which is that fuse right there, and fuse number 48 right here. Then you need to open the trunk, remove that cover, lift that insulation piece up, behind it you have that fuse box, zoom in. Here guys, what we need to check, one more fuse, okay, and that fuse guys will be known as fuse 121 right there. Now, let's explain if all these fuses are good. Heater still doesn't work, heater blows cold air. What can cause that, guys? What you want to check is your thermostat. The thermostat regulates the engine temperature, the coolant. The coolant is what actually releases the heat from the heater core in the cabin. If the coolant doesn't get warm, heater will not work correctly. So if the thermostat is stuck open, the coolant will be cold. You will notice that on highway driving fast, usually going downhill somewhere, on a super cold day, you will notice that the heater will get weak. Guys, change the thermostat on time, you can destroy your engine. If you want to know what are the symptoms of bad thermostat on BMW, we have videos on our YouTube channels. Another thing, check the coolant level. Low coolant level can cause the heater not to work too. Low coolant level can cause the car to overheat and destroy your engine. Never check the coolant level when the engine is hot. Let it sit overnight. Next morning, check the coolant level, because if the engine is hot, it can spray coolant on your skin, eyes, face, hands, and it can severely burn you. Another thing, guys, that you will need to check, okay, if you replace thermostat, radiator hose, water pump, anything that involves draining the coolant, and you notice that your heater doesn't work now, you need to bleed the cooling system. If you do not bleed the cooling system on your BMW, you are going to end up developing air pockets. That air pocket will prevent coolant to flow freely, and as a result the heater may not work and the engine may overheat, and you may destroy your engine to the point you may need to replace it. So if you want to see how to bleed cooling system on BMW, we'll have multiple videos on the channels that will teach you how to do that. Next, your heater may be perfectly fine, everything's perfect, thermostat, coolant level, the heater works good, but it still blows cold air. Let us show you what can cause that. You have, guys, okay, these devices in the dash. If you have a dual climate control, you have two of them. If you have a single climate control, we have one. This is known as a blind door actuator. It attaches to a flap behind the dash, and it regulates hot and cold coming out of the dash, practically regulates the cabin temperature. Inside it has a motor and plastic gears. Usually they wear out, they crack, a tooth can be chipped off or the motor burns, and as a result that blind door actuator may be stuck in cold position. As a result, the heater, guys, will not work. So bad blind door actuator can cause your heater to blow cold air. If you want to know what are the symptoms of bad blind door actuator, we have videos on the channels, guys, that will teach you all about that. Those are the most common things we see here at the garage. So, guys, if you need to buy parts, tools, fuses, relays for your BMW at a good price, quick shipping, guys, we're going to put a link in the description of the video below where you can get them from, because you have very specific fuses, especially these little fuse boxes, guys. Those could be really hard to find. You can see like the one right here as well, guys, and we'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get them at a good price, quick shipping as well. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.